So, I'm inclined to suggest that we should at least look around here. It's just a case of identifying where we're gonna find shit. I'm guessing these figurines we probably will need in the archives itself. I imagine there's a puzzle here, which is what all the figurines are for. So we've just basically got to find the insecticide spray, and I think we're good to go. Although we still got to find the fucking key. Just making sure there's nothing like on these or anything. No. Yeah, I mean, you just... In Final Fantasy X, like... You don't have to grind a ton. Like, if you're gonna start doing some of, like, the side stuff, like, you... Especially gonna start going against Dark Aeons, like, you absolutely have to just grind and grind. And there is no way around that. But you don't need to do a ton of grinding in the base game for Final Fantasy X. Like, there might be occasion you do a little bit of it. You know, maybe go like Calmlands. Mount Gagazet can be a pretty good option as well later on. But yeah, like, you might just have to do a little bit of work for that, which is what it is. But I don't recall really having to do a lot of grinding myself, right? We should be able to remove this and put this onto the first floor, and we just have access to everywhere that we need in this place. And we should be fine. I guess technically speaking, I don't even need the elevator on anymore, right? Technically. I bet... No, that doesn't make sense. Let's go down to the basement. Maybe there was insecticide with the janitor's area this whole time. That would make some sense. I mean, I guess. But again, like, I don't even remember, like... the only time I had to do, like, serious grinding for Final Fantasy X was, like, doing Dark Aeons and shit, like... It's because, partially because I was, I guess because I was Faro, but like I never needed to. Yeah, I don't remember ever needing to actually do any grinding in the main campaign. Is there anything down here that we missed? I mean, it would, but, you know, if you don't, you don't. You know, put on a podcast or something. Play videos. Yeah. Cleaning supplies. No insecticide that I can see in here. And that just goes back to the first floor again. Oh, the computer lab, we just walked through it. We just walked through the computer lab. Like, that was what it was. We don't have the key to open the thing. I don't know if I'd want to play Final Fantasy IX voice action. I'm not entirely sure. I think it'd be difficult to play, to like do voice acting for that, especially people like Steiner and shit. Yeah, I was about to like say we just have to look. The textiles classroom back up there? Really? That is not somewhere I would not have gone back up to look. But yeah, this is just an item hunt, this, so I think this is fine just to say, let's just know where it is and move on with our lives. Help. Are you sure you mean the textiles lab? Oh, yeah, we did that ages ago. We're way past that. Yeah, we got the key for the computer lab. We got that. That was like an hour ago. Without that, we wouldn't be able to do most of the shit we've done in this place. We've done that. Press Control F insecticide. Scroll down. It's surely just somewhere. If there's anywhere I think it is, there's one room that I think it could be in. There was a storage room up here which had just. We looked and I couldn't see a damn thing in it. I bet it's hiding in there. I was like, why does this room exist? There's nothing but a trap and that was literally it. I bet it's in this room over here. I just couldn't see it the first time. That's a bit naughty hiding it in there. That's a bit naughty. I think key items, you gotta have them out so people can see them. If you want to hide, like, nails and small heels in those things, that's fine. But hiding key items and little out-of-the-way cupboards like that, you've got to interact with. There's no clue you can. That's a little naughty, game. It's a little naughty. I'm gonna give this game a pass because it hasn't really done anything like that otherwise, but it's a little naughty. Alright. So let's go over here. Let's help the girl out. Use the spray. And then we come back into the real world. Yeah, it's happened a couple of times. This is the first time it's done that in this game. Tormented Souls 1 had a couple of issues. Alright. That's figurine 4. Okay. That's good. So we've got all the figurines now. That's awesome. So, what are we doing with these figurines? Where do they go? That is the question. Science lab probably makes the most sense. Okay. I guess it's another case of... 1 second. Oi! That's what I thought. That's it. You eat stealth chainsaw. You eat stealth chainsaw. Okay. Nice. Strong. Ah, look at this. Just hiding there. We walked past multiple times and just never freaking saw it. Okay. Is there an order to this? There is clearly an order to this. Alright. Now, where is the information around here about the order to this puzzle? The strong will devour the weak. That's the clue. Okay. So... Hawk, you'd imagine, is going to be probably top. Fly's going to be at the bottom, right? Toad. Snake. Those two might be the other way around. That's not. This thing's awfully familiar, isn't it? It's almost like we've done this before in a previous life. Alright. So, we have 2 locations to go to. We have the archives, director's office, which is where we need to go to continue the game. We're gonna go down to the lab, though, first. Ah, hope you get a piece of that. Let's go back down to the basement and into the computer room before we do anything. I've never done commission work. It was not, never really was suited me. Okay. Flower bow mustache. Okay, we've got the same symbols as before. I assume mustache is gonna mean man, right? Flower, bow, mustache. So bow's gonna represent what, like love? Maybe it's just woman. Maybe it's just this. Makes some degree of sense. Not exactly. Yeah, the old fucking dial-ups. Let's try this instead. Might also be this. flower. Sun? Okay, maybe I was being slightly sexist there. Only a little bit. Like, you know, sometimes you just make mistakes, alright? It's a kind of flower. It's close. A recoil spring, huh? I bet I know what that's for. But that's for our baby shotgun. Oh, it's for the hand cannon. I see. Oh, that hand cannon that currently does not have any ammo for it, and I'm not convinced is gonna get any more ammo ever again. It could be. That could be awkward. We'll hope and pray that we find a solution to that. But I don't think I have a way of reloading that. No, I got nothing to reload that with currently, so that's a bit of an L. Alright. Let's go to the archives and have our anticipated conflict. Where I really, really wish I had the hand cannon, because unfortunately what ended up happening during the... I can't believe I'm about to say a stream, but when we had the Nazi boss fight, that I realized after using the hand cannon twice and just shooting it with, like, that shotgun, I was like, I've completely wasted these shots. I did not need to hit it that hard. It was about how many times you hit it, not how much damage you did. So that was unfortunate. As fun as it was to unleash the power of God and justice on the Nazis, it was also kind of not necessary, so... It's a shame. But hey! We got one cool use out of the hand cannon beforehand. Took out 3 zombies in one shot and just crucified them. That was great. Okay. Is that Isabella? It is. If the things Anna draws becomes real, then you'll need help. Uh-oh. I had a bad feeling about this when I first saw her. I'll try and stall for you. Just leave it on audio for now. It'll be fine. I gotta solve a puzzle anyway. I found us some real backup. Wait, I can't leave you on your own anyway. It's not just me. I found us some real backup. He's on his way. And outside I ran into Miguel. Oh boy. He was to get more ammunition, but he promised he'd meet us here. Oh boy. This could be interesting. Okay, we've got, like, stars. I'm not sure what the middle thing's meant to represent. And then a wolf. I think the stars will probably go with, like, moon. If I had to guess. Or maybe just star. Moon. A wolf. Oh, wolf howling to a moon. Is what that's going to be. And then the middle thing, I have no idea what that's meant to represent. I haven't got a clue. Like nature, vines, or some crazy stuff? Maybe it might be the yin-yang, just like intertwined stuff. Let's give that a spin. I'll try that. Let's see what we get with this. That is not the solution. Maybe it's just more literally like the sun. It just looks like it. Could be the crown. Could be a crown of thorns, maybe. It's not what I would have immediately associated with a cross. I would not have thought of it as a crown of thorns. I would have probably... God damn it. I probably would have found a different thing to associate that, but... I mean... Try. Now... Is that not working because it's not that, or is it not working because it's not the star? We have a puzzle. Maybe it's not this. What the hell else could it be, though? I am unsure how to proceed. Could it mean like a sun, like the stars going around a sun? Maybe? The problem is there's no evidence or feedback to tell you why it's wrong. So you might have something... The problem is you might have something that is correct, and then you change it and you don't know. That's kind of the problem. I am open to suggestions from the class. I am open to suggestions from the class here. I'm a little beat by this. What's the second planet in our solar system? Random question. Yeah, that's no death rando runs. Like, if you're trying to do a rando run without dying, like, you're just rolling dice. Venus. I think it's meant to represent Venus. And Venus... would be love, wouldn't it? But that doesn't mean it's wrong. It might actually be correct. But we don't know. I just think it's relevant how it's got a dot specifically. I think that is love. I think that's a heart. I do think that's correct. And I think the bottom is moon. Could also be female. That's also possibly true. We don't know. Oh, God damn it. Isabella, help us for Christ's sake. Assist me. Why won't you help? I need your wisdom. God damn it. Just no-sells me. Is that a crown of thorns? I'm not convinced that's a crown of thorns. I don't think the middle one is right. But I don't know what it could be. It could be that. Could it be that? Probably not. For the love of Christ. Alright, we'll go back to my original theory. Have I used the wrong symbol? You might be right, actually. Thank you, believer. Thank you. I'd give you another VIP badge if you didn't already have one. Thank you. Alright. He's always right about my Venus theory, though. What that one is. Hate my life. The painkillers makes me feel slightly better about my life. Alright. Okay. Let's go down. Oh boy. Say I like this. Also, this is not the best timing, but I need to reset the feed here. I apologize. It'll be worth it, everyone. Trust me. It'll be worth it. I think Isabella might be in some trouble. Last night during my usual patrol, I found Miss Teresa in her classroom. She was simply standing there, staring at an empty blackboard. When I asked her what she was doing at that hour, without taking her eyes off the board, she answered in a tired voice. Every morning, Brother Soto's son Martin would bring me an apple and place it in my hand. The school teacher we found. He carefully cultivated and harvested the apples in the school's nursery. I never gave it much thought. The cult chose him as an offering last month, you remember. You ate of his flesh too, Joab. I had nothing to say. She told me she would stay a while longer, and that she still had work to do. I hadn't walked far down the hallway when the resounding crack of a gunshot from behind me stopped me dead in my tracks. That's what we saw, the gunshot. It was her. The police cleaned up the scene early the next day, but the smell of putrefaction had only grown more intense, as if the professor's body was still there. We've had to close off the room and make a space for the children in the basement so they can continue their classes. I can't stop thinking that God has abandoned us in this place. That key. These fucking traps, I swear to God. Is that Miguel? Oh! Fuck! Go Miguel!
Oh my God, Miguel, your neck!
I'm okay for now. But he got Isabella too. And I don't think she's gonna make it.
Uh-oh.
Go to her, Miguel. Things are gonna get ugly here.
Here we go. Right. Yes, I see these. Fucker. Do I have to maybe make him swing into these, is my guess. That's my guess. I've got to get him to swing into the electrics. Well, he's down. You little bastard. Yeah. That's the idea. That's the plan. I do not have a lot of ammo for this. Ow. You fucker. I think he does this and then he like starts charging. There we go, a bit like that. I don't think we can hurt him in this phase though. It's like, yeah, he's like kind of calcifying. This is so bad. Shit. My health. My poor health. I'm out of ammo too. There we go. Come here, little fucker. One eye. We got him. Not quite as good as boss fight as the one at the end of the fish processing plant, but still not bad. This is where he was being kept all this time by the janitor. He made this his home. Fucked up. Alright. So the mask we need to take to the TV. But before we do, the church. Lawless.
That pig-headed thing is gone. How you doing, Isabella?
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry for everything.
Hush now. There's nothing you need to say. You've given it all here today. Nobody can ask any more of you than that.
Despite my sins, God, in his eternal love, has granted me my greatest wish. Oh, don't be sad. Would you tell this old woman your name?
Miguel. My name is Miguel.
Miguel. I have a son named Miguel.
She looked after me for years. She was always incredibly kind.
Let me deal with this, Caroline. Go and find your sister. I saw a group of people headed toward the church, and there was a woman with them who looked just like you.
Will you be okay?
Don't worry about me. I've survived worse.
Okay.
So, yeah. Pretty understandably bad. Pretty understandably bad. Alright then. Well, we know where we're going. And that is to the church. We use this to get inside and the end of the game. There is a hold-up. You are right. Well, there's two things we've got to do. Well, there's one for sure that we need to do. First things first, we need to go back to the janitor's office and we need to resolve the mask. Though I am going to save right now before I do anything else, because I don't know. Things might take me to do things that I don't want to do right now. But Miguel is also bleeding to death. And that's kind of a problem.
Poor Isabella is dead. Cut down by that pig-headed demon. Miguel is badly injured too. I don't even know if he'll make it. They didn't deserve that. Just as Isabella found the son she'd lost, this happens. It's all so cruel. Miguel saw Anna being taken to the church. I swear, Lucia's been leading me in circles, only to drag me back to where we started. What's she up to? I have a bad feeling that everything, one way or another, will end in that church.
Yeah, that much is definitely obvious. Alright. Let's gonna make a couple of adjustments here. Our shotgun is just completely empty at this point, so we might as well put the auto nailer on that slot for now. I don't know how much it adds. 70 nails now. Sweet. So yeah. First things first, let's get back down to the... Let's get back down to here and resolve this. Give him proof that His son is dead. That means we can actually get out of here. Which is, you know, important. Is there anything we can do for Miguel? We can't, like, give him healing supplies or shit, can we? Like, that's not how this game works. Like... So, in the first game, there were things that you could do to make certain things not happen. Like, the first game, you had to get the true ending. It's canonical. You had to remember, once you had defeated the Pollux sect, that you need to, before you leave the mansion, go back into the past and bring Anna out. So there is a pattern of you have to do things that you don't necessarily think to do sometimes. Wasn't there the... I need to check on something. Where's the quickest way? Quickest way is gonna be that way. I need to check on something here. This is the quickest way. Man, how did I get the flashlight in the first game? Fuck, I don't entirely remember now. There's something I just want to check up on, though. Something that kind of stuck out to me when I first saw it, and it was weird. Now I wonder if it means something. This could be a complete waste of time. If so, I'll just cut this out of the recording after the fact. I just want to look at something here. Yeah, I hear you down there. Nothing but trouble. So, when we were in the other world, and amongst everything that we were doing, and all the crazy shit that we were seeing, there was something that was just strange. It was a weird detail that the game added in, and I didn't know why. And this might be nothing, but I want to pursue this. I'm going back to the director's office. I paused for a moment when we first went in there because, like, there's nothing in that room except one table, which is where you find the, I think it's the insecticide or whatever else it was. And then there was just a random but prominent chair just there. And it just so happens to be where Miguel is sitting right now. I just want to look. has changed. It was just so strange that it was here. And this is why we went and gone all the way into the rectory to get the duct tape. It's taken maybe somewhat 20 hours between both games. I think I'm starting to understand how this game's logic works. And Tormented Souls has always been a series of rewarding players for exploring things and playing around with stuff outside of what you need to do normally to progress at the game. It's obtuse enough that it's something that you could easily miss if you don't think about it. But it's also obvious enough that if you've played enough horror games, you can kind of see where the writing is going. It's one of those. Indeed, you are right. When we... with the priest, we went into the other world and we used bandages on a fake version of him. Am I going the right way? I'm not. Noah, grandfather Noah, had his arm cut off, and we went into the other world to patch up a model of him to save his real self. That was, of course, before we knew all the bad things that were about to happen, but that was out of our control. This is probably not the fastest way I could have gone, but we've made this decision now. The one thing I would say is I feel like if you have not played the first game, I don't think you're gonna think to do that. But if you have played the first game and you remember what you do with Noah, you might just get an inkling to say, hold on just a second. Yeah. I think we did a good. Yeah, I think the area was good. The boss fight was like so-so. I think the lead up to the fight, I would like to have seen a bit more actual Pigman. I think it would have been nice. But all in all, a decent area. A decent area. A good story within a story told here about the origin of the Pigman. Alright. I heard that. I think we need to run. Yeah, the actual area itself, well presented. Well, the dead are rising. I didn't want to go this direction. Uh-oh. Help! Alright. Evil Dead time! Get him! Yeah! Oh, shit. No! Cretins! That's a lot of dudes! Oh, shit! They are very pissed. I'm gonna have to lead them. Oh, it's a dead end. Oh, God. Help! Help! It's the Motley Crew! Ah! Yeah! Alright, we'll take it. Let's get out of here. Oh, dear. That was pretty bad. That was pretty bad. So long! Oh, yeah, you're off, aren't you? That is unfortunate. Yeah, you'll have to have a watch at the VOD later, but I think it'll be decent. I think it'll be decent. Alright. Just the church it is, then. To find Lucia and put all this crazy shit to bed once and for all. You still need to find a way to cure Anna, though, right? And who's to say that in all the time that we were like locked up and basically trapped, like who's to say that fucking Lucia didn't do something to us as well? Like we don't know. We'll see. Anyways, here's the final code. Okay. A rose is surely gonna just be love. We've got a dude. I'm gonna just go with a dude. And then I'm just gonna go with sun for like camels, desert shit. Have I done it again? Am I continuing to mix up the fucking genders? No, apparently I'm just incompetent. Well. Could it be this? I kind of hope it isn't in a way. Okay, it's not that. Alright, something is not correct here then. Let's go back to the symbol we had previously. These two look pretty solid, so what the hell is the other thing then? Pilgrimage? Oh, following the star. It could be either. Yeah, it's the three wise men. I realized immediately it was the three wise men. I just wasn't entirely sure. There's a few things you could go at that, but yeah, following the star to the baby Jeebus. It's not a star. Or it could be a star and just something else is wrong. For the love of all that is holy in the world. Ugh! Why is this so hard? Ugh, these goddamn keys. Nah. He's doing, like, it's meant to represent, like, karate and shit, I think. Like, judo. I don't think that's the best symbol you could use to represent that, but we'll go with it. Right then. So, we've seen this church on the opening screen since we first booted up the game. Also, the top, that's bugging. I am not holding a 10 ammo shotgun. Ignore that. You didn't see that. Let's go. Alright, no worries. No worries, man. Well, hopefully you can stay up for the next hour or so. I think about an hour left.
Anna! Anna? Are you okay?
Thank you for joining us, Caroline.
If that.
You can witness the last mess of this filthy church and its impotent god.
Just give me my sister, Lucia. There's nowhere left to run.
But Anna still has a role to play in this story. Just as you do.
Damn! Fair for actually shooting her, but it's a bit late for that. It's complicated. Good to see the hero actually shooting the bad guy for once.
Caroline, what's happening to me? Anna! Caroline, help me! Lucia, please! Let her go, I'm begging you!
Then stop playing games with me, girl. If you want to save your sister, find me in the underground depths below the church. That's where the true temple of God lies, and where our destiny awaits us.
And they just magically disappear.
I'll be there. Hold on just a little longer, Anna.
Yeah, it's complicated. Alright. The underground looms. The final location. Let's see what we can do. Let's grab what supplies we can, because we could do with some. I had a feeling someone was going to say that. I didn't, because I don't want to be reminded of that personally. I'm sure you understand I have some difficult memories of that period. Of my time with the Resident Evil 0 Bat Boss. It's not the Bat Boss's fault either. It's definitely mine. But let's just say I'm in no hurry to play that game again. The Stations of the Cross. Okay. You got an elevator here. No power. You get this up and running. Okay. Well, let's get exploring, everyone. I'm a tormented soul. Ha ha ha. God fucking damn it. That's probably bad. Nothing in there though. Yeah, it wasn't the bat's fault. I accept this. It was my stupid thing. Lucia has given me a task as unusual as it is important. As we all know, God resides within every being that walks his green earth. Other theories do exist. The power which dwells within us all is infinite. I must find a way to harness it. Lucia says our mission is to guide humanity to the next evolutionary step through science and with the Lord's blessing. God has spoken to Mother Lucia and has blessed me with his task. Oh boy. Oh boy. That sounds delightful. Lovely. Rubber hose. Okay. That's what we need, assumably. We should expect problems. Should expect fucking problems. I think we need to not be here anymore. That's a bad place. Let's never go there again. Alright. I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it. It's been £25. Not badly spent. Not badly spent. The last piece of Isabella's diary. Whoops. 11 years since Caroline Anna died. That's what she thought. The place is unrecognizable. The sun's rays no longer break through those grey eternal clouds. I feel like I've seen this already. Yeah, I've already seen this. Does it spawn in 2 locations? Oh, and this comes back towards the, towards here. And this finally takes us back towards the, here. There's also a little subtle reminder. If you haven't broken the wall by the rectory, you might want to go and do that. You might want to go and do that. So just a very subtle reminder about, hey, you know you can backtrack there. Remember that wall you couldn't break? And, oh yeah, I remember that wall I couldn't break. And you get that duct tape, like, duct tape, what can I use that for? What kind of leak do I need to prevent from leaking out? Well, that's certainly one you can think of. Is there something else I need to do here? Ah, there's nothing holding on to it. I bet we use wire to keep it on. Tie it on. Makes sense, right? What? It still comes off? Pliers? To tighten them. Ah, okay. We're getting through the old inventory we've had for God knows how long. Fair enough. I like the music in here. Mysterious, but kind of angelic. Kind of reminds me of Final Fantasy 9, actually. Not this bit. Although I guess you could also do this bit of, like, Queen Brahana and whatnot. So, my ammo consists of no shotgun and no hand cannon. I got a bit of shotgun, that's it. I'm so sad that I used up the hand cannon when I did. That was such a brutal waste. Uh-oh. It's a trap! It's a trap! It's a trap! You know what? I don't need to do this. I got me a freaking sledgehammer. Go get myself some. Yeah! Yeah, that's the good stuff. There we go. Team beat down. Excellent. Very nice. Forgot I had this, honestly. Christ. I mean that unironically, by the way. I attempt to mean that unironically. hearing voices. Not yet. Bear in mind, we still have no... Oh, he is hostile. I wasn't sure if he was going to be or not. If you take the first aid, that shit's good. Okay. We have ourselves a save area of saving. The puppet virus. Every twist, every inconvenience, it was all part of the design. Well done, Angelica, your timing was impeccable. With the sect under my control, Nautilus parent by command, nothing stands in my way. Yes, task is fulfilled, Angelica, and now I must take care of you. Yep. This is why you don't help crazy people. This is why you don't help crazy people. Keep the saves coming.
Lucia is calling the shots right now, and I'm terrified. She showed me the total power she has over Anna, making her levitate and scream with pain right in front of my eyes. She warned me that if I want to save her, I have to go to the catacombs beneath the church. I'm sure it's a trap, but what choice do I have?
That's fine. It wouldn't be the first time we've had to stop fucking Daedric beings. What could possibly go wrong, eh? What could possibly go wrong? I don't know if we need to get these open, but... That's still locked. The hell does that say? In those moments when the cross on his shoulders felt heaviest, it was then that the devil sought to extinguish the flame of his faith. I think I see where this is going. We'll get back to this in a second. Let's keep looking around for now. What have we got up here? Nothing much. Some weird shit, but, you know. Nothing new there. Alright, that's cool. So, in the moments when the cross on his shoulders felt heaviest, it was then that the devil sought to extinguish the flame of his faith. So, we've got how many candles? 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. So, I think this is referring to... Yeah... The Stations of the Cross. There's these various pictures that are about the church. There's some more over here. That tell the story of, you know, Jesus being crucified. So what we've got to do is identify which one of these need to be lit and which ones don't. 2 more over here. When the cross on his shoulders felt heaviest, it was then that the devil sought to extinguish the flame of his faith. Okay, I'm just gonna light everything here. So, the devil sought to extinguish the flame of his faith when the cross on his shoulders felt heaviest. So does that mean every time he's not holding the cross? Or not on the cross? Is that the logic we're going with here? So if we go with everywhere there's not a cross, so 1... Let's go with this logic. So 1... He's got them all there. 10, he didn't have it. One, 10, 13, and 14. Let's go with that. So no 1, no 14, no 13, and no 10. Oh boy. Oh no. Oh man. I hate religious puzzles. In the moments when the cross on his shoulders felt heaviest. Maybe it's just like when he's carrying the cross. Well, we're trying to work out what counters need lighting and not, so... Let's go with 3. 5. Like when he's struggling. 7. 9. 3, 5, 7, 9. Let's just go with that for the moment. 3, 5, 7, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 9. There's your solution. Right. Let's prepare for bullshit. This place is going to be bad. Christ. That is not what I want to see right now. Those things are really bad. We don't mess around with them. We don't mess around with them. What did I just say? You missed! Oh, there's more than one! Oh, good God. Good. 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 I'm glad we could come to an agreement. I'm glad. Okay. I see that make it. I'm interested. So this is where Nautilus is being born from, I guess. Down we go. Just making sure there's nothing up here that we can use. No. Alright. These fuckers are gonna be everywhere, aren't they? They are. I'd like to try and avoid what I can, but the odds of being able to dodge these dudes are, low. Low. But we got those freaking crossbows for a reason. It is effective against them. Take the holy shells. We need them in a little bit, I'm sure. How many shells have we got now? I have 10. That's good enough to put back on. Yeah, put that there. That's fine. Visually, this place does look pretty great. Look at this fucking place. Like, just look at it. Yeah, we have no idea where we're at. We're just following the trail. Vaccine. Lucia ordered me to inject Caroline with the puppet virus. I fucking called it. I said I would do so, but instead of the puppet virus, I injected Caroline with an inert substance. Ah. Lucia wants me dead, I'm certain of it. She plans to stop me from synthesizing a vaccine that can immunize the host against the puppet virus. This is what we need for Anna. The vaccine cannot reverse the effects of the virus once the virus is in the bloodstream, so there is no chance of reversing its effects on me. The vaccine is administered before the host is infected. It will render them immune to the virus's effects. I know where this is going. I'm going to need a large amount of black blood directly from the Black Phoenix subject. I know exactly where this is going. So, yeah. Lucia did want to inject us with the virus, but we're told, fuck you. Only souls brave enough to surrender wholly to the darkness that move beyond this point. see. Let me put this back on. Hold on. Fuck you. I think that's what that means. Need to take out the lights around here. Look around a bit more first, though. Okay. Ah, okay. Got a first aid kit for coming up for our troubles, though. A dead nun. Ah, okay. I'm glad I went and did this. This was good. This was good. Then this comes here as well. Was there a save area in this church? There was a save area in this church somewhere, wasn't there? Does anyone remember where it was? Because we haven't found the freaking map for this place yet, and I feel like I should have found a map for this place by now. For that record, has anyone seen a map for this place? In here? That's one way of describing it. Oh! Not going that way. Was the office upstairs? I just want to save the game again before we continue. So I feel like I might be about to do some experimental things, which may or may not end badly. I mean, kind of. I mean, the game obviously does have heavy Silent Hill influences. Now I'm lost. Where the hell am I? I must have just missed the map for this place somewhere, and I'm just being dumb. That is my assumption of the situation. I'm just dumb. But yeah, I just want to save the game again here. Just call it hunch. Yeah, we'll save over that. It's fine. We got 15 saves. We'll be fine. Oh, it was back here. Okay. Cool. Right. So, we want to go down here. So when it says about surrendering wholly to the darkness, does that mean I actually need to, like, turn off my light as well? The one thing you're never meant to do in this game is to go around with no light. Also, it's the pointing statue again, by the way. You see that all over the joint. But if I'm wrong about this, then I'm about to be killed. So I wanted to save the game before I do this. Good luck! I might die here. the one time you're not meant to do that. You're always not meant to do that. It's the one time you are. Fair enough. What has been going on in here? Jeez. No. Guess we're going down.